Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Life 24's first webinar. I'm Priya Roongta, a certified personal trainer and a master rehab trainer. So, today we shall be dealing with the topic work life and fitness balance. Essentially, understanding simple, effective ways of creating a balance in life. This is specially aimed for working people who find it difficult to do so. Before we begin, I'd request you to switch off your mobile phones, shut the door to get a clear audio reception. At the end of the webinar, we shall have a Q&A session. Do text type your queries as and when. So we begin with the topic for today. Work-life and fitness balance. A very relevant topic for today's scenario, considering many of us face similar challenges day to day. You work a demanding job, it's almost impossible to stay in shape. You have obstacles the average person never faces. You have no time or energy to work out. You eat at restaurants all the time. You barely ever cook for yourself. You hunch over computer for 12 hours a day or work odd hours in various conditions. I could go on and on. And if you're in a similar situation, constantly going at full speed while trying to be productive at work, spend quality time with your family, and make progress in the gym, you're probably beginning to feel something is suffering. And you're right. As hard as we try, it's just not possible to achieve everything every day. But experience and science has taught me something else. Contrary to what you might have heard, you don't need to spend hours every day in the gym or try to follow unrealistic diets to get results. By modifying the way you work out and manage your time, you actually can achieve more than you thought you could. You need an approach designed specifically for your insane schedule. Am I right? But before we get to the solution and alternative plans, we need to first understand a few things. Is health and fitness your priority? Are you willing to devote time and be disciplined? Do you need professional help to guide you? Are you willing to invest in yourself? Once we know the answers to the above questions, it becomes easy to find solution however bleak the situation looks to be. I shall divide the solutions into two parts for today. General changes relating to lifestyle and activities of daily living and specific changes relating to specific routine. Let us first look at the general measures that you can take to make your life more active, physically fit. Stand up as often as you can. Sitting too long is bad for you in many ways. Take that call, type that memo, check your email standing up. Yes, you can do that. Find an activity that has nothing to do with the job is the best way to relieve your stress. Whether it's reading, a crafting hobby, or just taking out your frustrations in a run or workout. Try to go to the gym first thing in the morning. That way I have no excuse not to go and I'm not tired. The exercise makes you feel good and you don't feel guilty for sitting at the computer for the rest of the day. Spend the afternoon active with kids. Play a game of tag or just chase each other around being silly. It keeps you young, keeps them active too, and gives you quality time together. Find an exercise you love. My favorite is a jazz dancing class. Keeps me going back and is a lot more fun than a cardio machine. Learn a few calisthenics. You can exercise anywhere, anytime. They don't use any equipments. Try to keep the circulation going by moving your ankles in circular motion, especially when sitting for a long period. Meal planning. It saves so much time and money. Start pre-planning and packing meals the night before. I even do it for the week ahead. This helps to stick to good nutrition plan and prevent you from skipping meals on or binging on bad food. Read the label. Salt, sugar, fat content are all very crucial in weight gain. Avoid processed food as far as possible. Make sure to eat a well-balanced breakfast every day because no matter how busy you are, you need to have the strength to carry on all day. And starting with a well-balanced breakfast will give you that strength. Your stomach is not a waste basket, so please don't treat it as though it is one. Bring snacks and lunch to work as often as you can. It will be healthier. You might want to park your car further away from office. You must have heard this one before. You can have lunch at least half a mile away from work. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Low-cost and easy fitness alternatives range from dusting off old dumbbells to jumping rope or kickboxing in front of your television. If you're fortunate enough to have an active sport that you really enjoy, exercise can be less of a chore than a fun diversion. Sign up for a morning tennis class at your local club. Now let us look at certain specific measures that you can take to ensure you have a good balance. Starting with setting your goals and taking action. Write down where you are and where you want to go. Determine your personal and professional goals, but ensure they are SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. This simple action alone will give you focus and direction. But I also know it is one thing to write down goals and another to take action. The reason most people don't like to take action is that their goals are either overwhelming or not inspiring. So pick something that you really want to do. Instead of setting your sight only on the long-term goal, write down smaller tasks you need to accomplish on the way to the larger goal. You need to make a tangible, specific plan that goes beyond, I need to get back into shape. That's not a tangible goal. Be accountable. Once you make your fitness plan, get a partner in crime or two. Tell someone about your goal. You need someone in your corner who will understand and support you, who wants to hear about your successes and challenges. Get a workout buddy, maybe even a colleague, your family. Hold each other accountable. You're less likely to miss a workout if you know someone is counting on you to show up. To make yourself more accountable, start a time log. Write down all your activities from the day in half-hour increments. After keeping the time log for a week, you will be able to identify the time wasters that you could change or eliminate altogether from your schedule. You wouldn't believe how much time you waste checking mails, messaging on the phone, or doing unneeded random activities. Train smart. I like this one specifically. It's entirely possible to train, strengthen, and progress in less time. Instead of spending hours in the gym, you can increase the intensity and effectiveness of your training session by making a few changes. The simplest way is to replace your traditional workout with a full body strength training circuit or interval training. If it sounds alien to you, your personal trainer could guide you. Training both your upper and lower body in the same workout is the key to cutting your time in the gym in half. Here I must tell you that investing in a personal trainer will go a long way. Make habits of lifestyle changes. Yes, habits are easy to create. Start out small, make one change at a time. Example, whenever possible, take a 10 minutes walk around the office or your neighborhood that are compatible with your work week or lunchtime. And then increase the frequency and intensity over time. Create a habit of eating a more healthful diet. Fill your desk drawer, purse, and car with nutritious snacks. It's easy to give excuses about why you didn't exercise or eat right. I also focus on getting enough sleep. This means turning off the television and the laptop every night and getting to bed early. Additionally, take your vitamins and supplements right before the bed with a big glass of water. Corporate fitness. Since you are working, you need to ensure your HR is pitching in for various fitness related sessions. Start a friendly fitness contest at work. Many progressive companies are getting with the fitness program and making the connection between fit employees and increased productivity. Take advantage of employer wellness programs. More and more companies are embracing the wellness trend, realizing it's less expensive to prevent rather than treat most medical conditions. Some are offering on-site yoga classes or weight loss programs. Some even offer incentives to participate. Ask your HR for any such sessions. Add time to your day. Like many other parents, I find myself wishing that I could add more time to the day. 24 hours doesn't seem like nearly enough time to get everything done. Honestly. But you can add time to your day by waking up before your kids do and working out then. You'll need to get to bed earlier at night. But let's admit it, who of us isn't passing out on the couch anyway? Make self-care a priority. Initially, I struggled with this as a mother. I had this nagging guilty feeling every time that I did something for myself, whatever it was. There was this little voice inside me calling me selfish. Thing is, taking care of yourself is pretty much the opposite of selfish, even though that might feel counterintuitive. Prioritizing workout will help you stay healthier and more energized. You'll get sick less frequently, resulting in better work, productivity, and more quality time with the family. Get professional help. I myself have made room in my budget for a gym membership. Self-investment is as important as self-care. If your budget allows, try getting a personal trainer, signing up for early morning Pilates classes, or joining a gym. Or just give yourself the permission to hire a babysitter. There's absolutely nothing wrong with hiring someone to look after your kids for an hour or so while working out. Get moving. Walking and stretching are the easiest way to cram exercise into your busy schedule. Both are something you can do with your spouse, friends, children, or even alone. Wear a pedometer to work every day and aim for 5,000 to 8,000 steps. While working, walk around the office. During breaks, walk through the hall. When you get home, walk around the block. Learn to relax. Yes, not so easy, but yes. Unlike the stress reaction, which is involuntary and triggers automatically, the relaxation response has to be brought forth voluntarily and intentionally. Start your day triggering the relaxation response by walking for 30 minutes around the neighborhood or joining a yoga class on alternate days. Consider fitness as a part of your job description. Exercise helps you take a global view of a situation or conflict. Surprised? It can spur creativity and even help you find solutions that wouldn't occur to you when you're in front of the computer. Make time to run. Put your running shoes next to your bed to ensure you use them each morning instead of gravitating towards the computer. Check out the deals. The upside of recession is that fitness professionals and new budgets, offering discounts and showing more willingness to bargain. So encash on them and get professional help. And finally, if you mess up, make peace with it and get back on track. That's a lot of suggestions we gave you today. Do ponder over it and make some specific changes in your life. Nothing can be achieved without the will to do so. Motivation and the will to make it happen can do wonders to your life. With that, we come to an end of our topic for today. I'm sure these simple changes and suggestions can help you balance work and fitness. We are open to question and answers. Please put forth your queries now. Okay, so we have a question here which says, how do I know whether I'm exercising enough or not? Well, as per the ACE guidelines or the ACSM guidelines, every individual needs to exercise three to 5 days a week, depending on the intensity. So if you are doing a high intensity program, you could be exercising 3 days a week and you would be fine. And if you're doing a low intensity or a moderate intensity form of exercise, you need to give 5 days a week for about 30 minutes each day. Okay, the next question here is, how much time before and after workout should one eat and what kind of food? Well, yes, if you're eating solid food, if you're looking at solid food, then you need to wait for 2 to 3 hours. It depends on the fat content of the food because it takes time for it to digest. Lighter liquid meals, you can exercise 45 minutes to 1 hour after having that. And post exercise, you can eat immediately, which means you need to give your body proteins and carbs in good proportion post exercise. Okay, what can we do if we really mess up? Like I said, make peace with yourself and get back on track. Don't worry, you don't have to be so harsh to yourself. Just restart all over again. Don't wait for Mondays. Just start the next day. Okay, so we have this. I'm working and limited time on hand. What sort of exercise I can do to get rid of my tummy in whatever time available? And I want it to be simple. Well, stomach fat is something which we do not say is possible to reduce as a spot reduction. Spot reduction in healthy lifestyle is not possible. Once you start incorporating your cardio, which means you could walk, swim, run, cycle, Any form or dance, any form of cardio will take away your belly fat. Now you need to decide what you enjoy. Whatever you enjoy the most, do that maybe 3 to 5 times a day, 5 times a week, about 30 minutes. And slowly, once you balance your food and your exercise, you will see the stomach fat going. And then you can tone up with certain toning exercises, which are possible in yoga, Pilates, any of these. Is intensive training possible at home? Definitely, yes, it is very much possible at home. Intensity is dependent on your own heart rate, which is essentially dependent on how fit you are. So something like a lady who is overweight, for her, even walking is a high intensity exercise. So it depends on your own health condition at that point of time. Yes, it is definitely possible to do calisthenics. It can be extremely high intensity, but you need to keep in mind whenever you do high intensity exercises at home, your footwear needs to be correct and the flooring needs to be correct. Otherwise, you will impact your knee and your other joints, which will be harmful in the long run. Is it necessary to have a fixed time of exercise every day? If you ask me, yes, I do like to keep it fixed for early morning so that the whole day you do not need to have this dagger, hanging and then you might have something more pressing in the evening. But first thing in the morning, if you're able to finish off with your exercise, you're done for the whole day, and you could be done for 2 days if you're doing it only 3 days a week. Okay, so does one need to start on cardio first and then move to yoga, or do it together? If it's in the same workout, we do not suggest it together. A yoga workout is very different from a cardio workout. If you want to do it together on the same day, do it morning and evening. Otherwise, a yoga workout should be separate and a cardio workout should be separate. Do not try and mix both together. Yeah. What are calisthenics? Calisthenics are exercises which we do with our own body weight. It does not require any kind of equipment. It's very simple to do. Examples of calisthenics are planks, squats, lunges, push-ups. I'm sure you've heard of most of these, or jumping jacks, knee-ups. Any exercise, this can be, alternative, high intensity and low intensity. It works with your own body weight, and it works, you could use gravity as a resistance, yeah.
Okay, Priya, I think that's it for today. Yeah. That's what we had in mind.
Okay.
And thank you for a wonderful session.
Thank you for having me here.
Very useful presentation and talk we had. And especially the questions, they were lingering in the mind for quite a long time. So thank you, and let us close this.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.